Attention, everyone. It's time for Below Grade Level. The game is afoot.
Hello and welcome to Below Grade Level, the show where we take the books that we read as kids and read them as adults and ruin them. I'm one of your hosts, Jonathan Eaton. With me, as always, is Bekah Eaton.
Hello.
And Chris Zaleski.
Hello.
Hi. Joining us today are returning champions. You might remember them from the last time they were both with us, reading The Eyes of Kid Midas. And way before that, Halloween Night by R.L. Stein, which none of us remember reading because it was so long ago,
whatsoever.
I think.
Nope.
Please
Not-
welcome
nope.
Joe Marshall and Brian Wade.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hear that harmony, guys? That's the musician household right there.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah, so much talent. Thank you for coming back, Joe. You've read with us more recently. Brian, it's been quite a while. Are you excited to be back?
I'm the most excited
Good. I'm
to
so
be
glad.
back.
You know, I just looked up the plot for Halloween Night, and
Yeah.
it sounds a lot more interesting than I remember.
I
'Cause
remember
I feel like
nothing.
you would have remembered it.
What was it?
I read that.
Apparently, you both read it. Apparently,
I,
all five of us read it. I think.
Wow.
It's about a teenage girl named Brenda who plans revenge on her cousin
Yeah, I
Hallie.
remember it.
Okay, I kind of remember Hallie
Oh,
or Haley
Hallie.
or whatever.
I do remember
for
that.
stealing her boyfriends, leading to escalating deadly pranks on Halloween that blur the line between a joke and murder.
Okay. All I remember is not knowing
This
how to
story
pronounce her
follows
name.
Brenda and her friends as their perfect Halloween party descends into chaos with bloody messages and costume switching, making it difficult to know who is targeting whom.
Jesus Christ.
I don't remember. I
Yeah,
remember
what-
the name Hallie.
Yeah, that's it.
Did
The
it
last
involve
one
a
I
gorilla
remember-
costume?
Probably, Chris.
Probably.
we should start recording these so we can remember them later.
Yeah, if only there was some
That's a
way to
good
go
idea.
back and actually
If
listen
only
to
I
them.
could go back and
Some sort of digital archive.
yeah, someday.
Like a broadcast, but smaller.
Yeah, a smodcast.
No, a small cast.
Okay, so we're reading Hardy Boys, number 3, I think, The
Mm-hmm.
Secret of the Old Mill. I keep wanting to call it The Curse of the Old Mill, but it's just The Secret. It's
Yeah,
just a
it's
secret.
It's not a curse.
We can make it a
Um,
curse.
Well,
though.
I mean, I
man-made
guess we don't
secret.
know, but
I mean, the book is cursed because we fucked up with the Kindle version, for sure. Have you guys ever read Hardy Boys before?
Yeah, I think I've read I don't know when they stopped writing them, but I
don't
had
think they
at
have.
least like 100 of those when I was like a little kid.
Jesus
wow.
Christ!
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought they were good. I just, my mom kept buying them for me, so I kept reading them. And I had like a whole shelf, like all the way across. I think I did like them though as a kid. It was always like, a lot of fluff and then boom, like some twist at the end, like Scooby
Yeah.
Doo. Yeah, it was
Do
good.
you?
Do you remember this one at
Yeah.
all, by any chance?
Honestly, I don't think I could like tell you one single thing that happened in one single Hardy Boys book.
They all just coalesced into a single Hardy Boys book.
Yeah, I could probably like redraw some of the covers though.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how I felt about Babysitter's Club.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the girls' personalities, but nothing that ever happened, because nothing really happened.
That's true.
yeah, I don't know anything about Hardy Boys. I read like a couple Nancy Drews and that was about it, and R.L. Stein.
So
but
like,
I don't know anything.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Hardy Boys like the us men can do that too, like response to like Nancy Drew being really popular, or
Which
was
came
It's
first?
the other way around.
Is
Hardy
it?
Hardy Boys started in the 20s. Nancy Drew started in the 30s because we did read a Nancy Drew kind of recently.
Interesting?
Yeah,
Um, that was-
that's crazy.
yeah.
I didn't know. I had no idea
but,
Hardy
like,
Boys
3
went
years
back that
later.
far.
Was it
Yeah,
just- The
I
first
thought
Nancy
they were all
Drew was
like 50s,
1930.
60s. I had no idea. That's crazy.
Okay, so they were very close, and Nancy Drew might have been like the girl response to the Hardy Boys being a sleuthing thing, and they
Ended
team
up
up.
being way better.
There are team up books, which I do think the next time we read one of these, we should read one of the team ups where
Yeah.
Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys solve a mystery.
They cross over.
They cross over.
I like to think there was a publisher meeting where it's like, wait, you know who else can read? Girls. And like someone was like, no, they can't. Yes, they
No,
can.
they
I saw
can't.
one
Wait a
reading
minute,
the other
they can?
day.
Not during the menstruation.
Good thing they can't vote.
If they're reading, they're not talking.
Well,
That's
the
a great
Hardy
point.
Boys.
That's a
The
great
Hardy
point,
Boys
Becca.
have their dad. Their dad's a detective, and so
Yeah.
like the Hardy Boys are like amateur detectives. And then it's like Nancy Drew. It's like, okay, well, her dad also has to be something. Let's make him a lawyer.
Yeah.
But then let's also just make her a detective but they do still kind of team up. So like they're constantly teaming up with their parents,
Yeah.
like with their daddy.
Which is
So
so
is-
irresponsible. Like,
Oh yeah.
especially, I don't know. I don't even know which one's worse. Like, at least they talk about these boys going to school and like having tests and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And their dad's like, why don't you go investigate this line of query or whatever?
That Nancy Drew book we read literally was the first thing that happened in that book was her dad saying like, "Any new mysteries, Nancy?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Go
you're
on
telling
now,
me,
solve something.
wait, you're telling me that there's a teen sleuth literary universe that like
Yeah.
with crossover books?
Yeah, man.
the Drew-niverse.
The journey.
The Drew universe. Well, I need to read one of those. Do you think that the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, like, does she ever hook up with one of the Hardy Boys by any chance?
Children.
And then we get like then we get like Sherlock Holmes or something like
Can you imagine how smart their children would
They gave
be?
birth
Children
to
be so
Sherlock
smart.
Holmes.
Well,
in the past.
it gets complicated because all these books have been rewritten.
Well, yeah, I wonder when the first crossover happened
Yeah.
and if that was rewritten.
Because Nancy, we're on first name terms.
Mrs. Drew.
She
Miss
had a
Drew.
favorite. They use this language in these old books where it's like their favorite, like
Date.
steady, this favorite date. Thank you. It's like they have a person, of the opposite sex who's like their favorite date, and it's like, I guess they're not quite boyfriend girlfriend, but like that's who they hang out with the most. I don't really know, but it's like Nancy Drew had a favorite boy that she dated, and then the original version of this that we were reading that was written in the 50s, the rewritten version of the Hardy Boys, did they each have also like a girl? I can't remember.
Yeah,
if they
one
The
of
each
them
Hardy
had-
was
Boys? Yeah.
They each had what?
one of
and
them
it
was
said the same
Chet's
thing,
younger
like their-
sister.
Their favorite date. Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Viola or something.
Yeah, one had...
Hyacinth.
Or Iola.
Iola.
Oh, Iola.
That
It
is
was
what
Iola.
That was close. But yeah, you go back far enough in time, and it's like, no dating for you. Just solve a murder.
Yeah, I don't know who the other girl was.
just do the police work. We've talked about this.
Oh,
in,
and there was like an eccentric Aunt Gertrude who
Yeah, I
has
miss her.
disappeared.
yeah,
Oh, Callie.
Callie.
Callie was
and
Iola's friend and
Okay.
Frank's favorite date.
Okay, so Frank with Callie and Joe with Iola. We mentioned this in previous episodes, but just for you guys, the books were rewritten in the 50s, and one of the reasons they rewrote them, aside from just like making them a little more up to date, they aged the boys up, and they also made it so that they were less disrespectful to law enforcement.
Oh, boo.
So like in the newer versions that were rewritten, there's a lot less there's a lot more like, oh well, we should like know our place and we should respect the police. And in the old version that we're reading, they're like, fuck the
ACAB!
police. It's fucking awesome.
Give
So
a
we're
cop
re-
an
so-
alarm clock.
Give a cop an alarm clock.
So we got the good version then with the.
I think we have the good version.
So we don't
yeah.
need to add anything. All right, got it.
We really don't. Brian, you're gonna struggle because this is near indecipherable with some of the language.
Are you saying I can't read?
Brian,
Yeah, why Brian
especially
specifically?
No.
Stupid.
Look, no. I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying I think you and I are in a similar wavelength. Did you
And
hear
that
how
you're
I
both
just
stupid.
stumbled over that?
I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying we're both stupid.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
we're
you
both
know,
stupid.
we
We're in this
both are.
together.
Just to spite you, I'm gonna read every fucking word of this thing perfectly.
Exactly. Ooh,
I'm gonna hold you to that.
watching you, yeah.
No, I give me myself like I didn't even get through that sentence.
Yep.
but-
Sorry. You ruined it.
It is so hard to figure out when these books fucking came out.
Oh, what are you looking up?
So we can get the original copy. The
Uh-huh.
first Nancy Drew Hardy Boys
Oh.
crossover.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, do you want to catch the listener and Joe and Brian up on what happened last
Can
time?
you take a note of this? Because
Okay. Yes.
I think the first one was 1984.
God. 1980, 84?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it was called...
Took them that
Hold on.
long?
You should be ready with your pen.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna write down first Nancy and Hardy.
So they would have been like in their 60s in that book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
They met in a retirement home.
Retirement home murder.
Okay, I'm ready. Go on.
The bingo killer.
It's called The Secret of the Knight's Sword.
Whoa! The Secret of the Knight's Sword.
Sounds a little sexy.
Like knight, as in like K-N-I.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my god, oh my god. There's one that wasn't released called Ticket to Intrigue.
Whoa! That sounds
Oh.
awesome.
Sounds like
See,
a
I'm telling you
Cinemax
guys.
movie.
It
I'm
does
telling
sound
you,
like
these-
a cinematic
this
movie.
was the slide into romance novel
Yeah.
from Hardy Boys.
Yes.
Man. They were like, our audience is older, they're ready for it.
Oh.
Now we
Chris,
need
you know
the
what-
ticket to intrigue.
You know what Ticket to Intrigue sounds like? It sounds like an Emmanuel movie. Call back.
Emmanuel callback.
Sounds like a Sydney Sweeney movie.
Oh god.
No, it's not
Oh
It's
God.
not Aryan enough.
God.
But her name in the movie is Intrigue.
Ah, good one. Okay.
Okay.
What happened last time?
Last time, nothing happened.
Cool. Let's go.
We find out that there's still counterfeiting going on, even though Paul's in jail. So arresting one person didn't solve that entire crime syndicate.
Shockingly.
The boys finally figure out that the counterfeit money is probably being made in the old mill. So they go to talk to Lester, the poor little abused boy, who says that he doesn't go to school. They won't let him go to school. He's basically a prisoner.
Oh, right.
The guy named Doc is his uncle and is a giant asshole. Lester doesn't know anything about the breakfast food bullshit, whatever that is, but there's a stone room
It's
in
bullshit.
the mill, which I would think the whole mill was stone, but there's a stone room in the mill that Lester isn't allowed in. I think they just go to look at trains, the boys. I don't know. I wrote these boys love trains. I think they just go to the train station to watch trains, but while
yeah.
one of them is there, they see that one of the mill guys is on a train and gives a package to a man. Gasp.
A handoff.
That's what happened.
Oh my god, that's it? Okay.
That's it.
All right, well, let's dive in and find out what happens in Chapter 19, The Rug Buyer.
That was the Emmanuel after Ticket to Intrigue.
Oh, God. 2
Good
days
one.
later, an event occurred that brought the activities of the counterfeiters much closer to home. Frank and Joe returned from
Closer to home than it happening
happening in their town.
in their town and
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
And
Frank-
they arrested them.
Yeah, that's no, much closer to home. Much closer than that. Frank and Joe returned from school on Monday afternoon, so they do go to school, to find their mother in a state of great agitation. The moment they entered the house, they could tell that something unusual had happened, for Mrs. Hardy was sitting by the living room table, gazing disconsolately at a great heap of bills in her lap. "Where'd you get all that money, Mother?" asked Frank jokingly at first. But his expression became serious when he saw the anxiety and distress in Mrs. Hardy's face. "Uh-oh, I've upset Mom!" Her fingers were trembling as she picked up the bills and put them on the table. "What's the matter?" asked Joe quickly. "What's wrong?" Mrs. Hardy got up and walked across the room toward the window. She looked out at the street for a while, then turned to her sons. Wait, I forgot we were doing 2 pages each because these pages are
Oh,
so
yeah.
short. Okay, sorry guys, we're doing 2 pages each. "You didn't see a foreign rug buyer around the streets this afternoon, did you?" she asked them. Uh-oh. We haven't gotten any racist shit in this book yet, but I don't like
Maybe
the
he's
sound
from
of
England.
foreign
Yeah, I was
rug
like, how
buyer.
could you tell if it was
Hopefully they're
foreigner?
just European.
Oh,
Yeah, British. Cross your fingers, guys.
I mean, we can make him whatever we want to make him.
Exactly. The Hardy Boys, that's the name of the book, shook
Hopefully
their
we can.
heads. "Just came from school," they told her. "We didn't meet anybody on the way." Suddenly, Frank glanced at the floor. "Why, you've sold the rug!" he exclaimed in surprise. The rug floor had hitherto been covered by a valuable old Persian rug, as soft as moss. You know how soft moss is.
It is soft.
We all go out and rub moss in the forest. It is soft, though.
you
It
It
is
is
soft.
soft.
It.
And usually a little bit wet too.
Yeah, it's probably soft and wet, just like moss.
Just like
It-
the old rug.
It had been bought by Mr. Hardy when on a trip to the city, but Mrs. Hardy had never cared for it. Too foreign. Fenton Hardy had thought to Fenton Hardy had thought to surprise his wife when he brought the rug home. Fuck. But in a masculine indifference to color...
You're fucking nailing it.
Hang on.
Page 2, Jonathan. Get it together.
But
I know
in
you're just doing this to help me out later, so I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Brian,
thank you.
I'm really not. But in a masculine indifference to color schemes, he had neglected to see to it that the rug matched the rest of the room. The
What a silly man.
What a silly man.
It's like in Stardew Valley when your spouse buys some furniture and it looks like fucking shit.
Oh, and they put it in the middle of the fucking room.
yeah, they're
They
like,
put it
look at this chair. It
Yeah.
matches nothing.
You wake up and there's a chair in the middle of the room that
Literally
makes
just
it
like real
hard
life.
for you to leave. Yeah.
Just keep respawning cuck chairs everywhere. I got rid of this.
Its color was not what Mrs. Hardy wanted, and inasmuch as the rug had been purchased at an exclusive sale, they had found it impossible to exchange it at the time. Mrs. Hardy had always said that if she had
had is a consistent problem.
it is, but it's not had. It's just me fucking up.
Oh.
She had always said if she had an opportunity, she would get rid of the rug and purchase something different.
I can't believe we're still talking about the fucking rug, though.
I bet that's what this whole fucking chapter is. However, the opportunity was long in coming. That's what she said. Although she had received several offers for it, none of these had been for more than $500, which in 1920 was probably like $20,000.
Yeah, do you guys just have like a currency converter pulled up for
That's-
every time we talk about money in these?
We
'Cause-
usually
usually Chris.
We haven't read something back this far.
Yeah.
It's probably
Chris-
about like
Chris is always making
$2.5
it
million.
How much? $500?
500 in 1927. And, as
I'm
she
gonna say
said,
it's $25,000.
25,000? I said 20, so if we're doing prices right rules. Let's get the bets in now. Everyone but Bekah, because she's looking it up. 20,000, I say. Brian says 25. Chris?
Go big or go home. 250,000.
Okay, Joe?
15,000.
Ah, smart.
Well, you're all wrong by
Yeah.
Price is Right rules, but Joe's the closest.
Uh-huh.
It would be like 9,500.
Suck it!
$500.
Still insane.
It would be $9,500. And she's like, that's not enough. How much did he pay for that fucking rug?
Yeah, well, holy
That's
shit,
what I was
dude.
going to say. More, okay, none of it had been more than $500. In 2026, I have never paid anywhere near $500 for a rug.
I feel like when we were looking for rugs, they were
And the
like
New Yorkers
hundreds of
get
dollars.
quiet.
I think the rug that we did end up buying for, well, like
This
this
guy's
rug
got
here is
rug
from
money.
IKEA, so this is not.
I think
that's
all of our
rug
rugs are from
money.
IKEA.
That's
Well, we had
capital
bought
R
a
rug
shitty
money.
rug from Amazon, and then it was shitty, and we sent it back,
That's
and
true.
then we got a little bit nicer of a rug.
Yeah.
That was probably a few $100.
It was a couple hundred.
Yeah.
I don't think it was more than 500 is all I'm
I don't.
saying.
It definitely wasn't
I
500.
Yeah, I haven't spent
$9,000.
$15,000 on a rug. Promise you that.
How much does he make as a detective? Because you know she's not allowed to work.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you go to the rug district for your
And
all
he's
your
buying his
expensive
children
rug?
boats.
Yeah, he's buying his children boats. They have motorcycles.
Oh right, I forgot about their motorcycles.
This is,
Spoiled ass kids.
I guess, pre-Great Depression.
And they have a boat too, right? So they
Yeah.
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 A
Making
boat
that
and
detective
motorcycles.
money.
Yeah.
And she said, "I refuse to sell $900. That's what she says. $900. Okay. I refuse to sell a $900 rug for that price. Once again, if all I did was keep reading, we would have found the answer to the questions that we were asking. But so the rug cost $900. But hang on. Hang on. You said $500 was $9,000 in 1927? How much was $900 in 1927?
That
16,000.
feels like an SAT question, and I refuse to answer.
Because now we definitively know that Mr. Hardy paid $900 for this rug.
Right.
The look on her face.
Becca
The
is
look on her
shocked.
face.
$17,000.
Fucking
Bro!
fuck off. Is it literally from Persia?
I mean,
don't know.
yeah, I mean, surely it
It
better
surely
be,
must be
And
from...
he bought it on sale.
and made of gold.
And they were like, this is from literally Persia. Which I don't think... Did Persia exist in 1927?
Don't
Oh,
fucking ask me history.
barking up the wrong
Weaved by
tree.
the Sultan himself out of slave hair.
Oh my god.
And
what's
it flies.
Xerxes
Wow.
himself wove this rug?
$1 in 1927 is equivalent to $19 today.
Yeah.
What'd you
Okay.
say? What? $17,000?
Yeah.
$17,000. Fuck.
I like to
don't
think the
know.
salesman was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of Aladdin?"
Yeah, this rug flies for sure. And
Oh
she
my
just sold
god.
it.
Sure does. It flies right off the rack because Mr. Hardy bought it.
Oh my god.
And now we know that the Hardys are 1%ers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, they live in
apparently.
Bayport.
Now, as the Hardy boys noticed, the rug was gone. How much did you get for it? Asked Joe eagerly. I gave it away. Gave it away, they exclaimed. Mrs. Hardy nodded. Not intentionally. I've been cheated. How? Demanded Frank quickly. Mrs. Hardy motioned toward the money. I've just been to the bank to deposit that money. You don't mean to say it's counterfeit? So the bank cashier told me. Didn't they specifically talk about like clamping down on this shit?
Yes. In the
Oh,
literal
Mrs.
last
Hardy.
chapter.
Yeah, I was just gonna say if don't they know there's a counterfeiting problem in
Yeah,
town?
the
So she's
last-
gonna
alerted
run
the
out
whole
and
town.
sell the $20,000 rug for cash to a stranger. Like great.
The last
choice.
chapter that we read last time, I believe, was the Hardy Boys and their parents talking about the fucking counterfeit ring and about how they're investigating it. They're all up to date.
She must
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
hate that rug.
She does,
Oh my
Chris.
God.
She does.
Or her
It-
family.
You know what? It doesn't tie the room together.
Oh man, their dad's gonna be so mad.
Hold on, I have silly stuff to read.
Do it.
Frank said, wait, hold on.
Oh,
I
yes.
need you to be prepared.
Cool.
Frank, not right away. You'll know.
Mm-hmm. I'll know.
When it happens.
I'll know.
Frank sat down heavily in the nearest chair. Well, I'll be gosh hanged, he exclaimed. How did this happen? How much did they sting you for? $800, answered Mrs. Hardy gravely. Joe whistled in surprise. How did it happen? He came here shortly after you boys left for school, began Mrs. Hardy. It must have been a little before 2 o'clock. They went to school
Yeah, they just came
at
back
2
from school.
p.m.
Oh wait, what?
Left for school.
They left four?
It doesn't matter.
Who knows?
Who came here? The rug buyer. He was a man. You could tell by his appearance.
Uh-oh,
British
here we
man.
go.
Oh,
He was so British he wore a bowler hat. And he kept like tipping it at me and making
Oh my
British
God.
sounds.
I'm so upset I can't see what's being read right now.
He came up to the front door and asked me if I wanted to buy rugs. When I told him that I didn't want to buy, he asked if I had any to sell. He said he was a traveling rug merchant and that he went from city to city buying and selling and trading rugs. That is like literally some shit from Animal Crossing. Isn't there someone that does that?
No, there is. Oh my god, there is.
Yeah. So you told him about the living room rug, suggested Frank, obviously. I just thought of it then, and I thought it might be a good chance to get rid of it and perhaps get a better rug in its stead. I mentioned that I had a rug that I might sell, but I told him I didn't think he could pay the price. And he has to see it anyway, Frank went on. When I told him I didn't think he could buy it, he merely laughed in a very shrewd sort of way, the way that British people do, and said that money was no object to him, that he bought rugs costing as much as $2,000 and turned them over at a profit. So I asked him to come into the house because we didn't
Great.
have stranger danger at the
Yep.
time.
Mhm.
Awesome choice.
And yeah,
Yeah.
the moment he saw the rug, he admired it very much. He asked me how much I wanted for it, so I told him I wanted $900. Of course, I didn't expect to get that much because that's all the rug cost, but these fellows, the British, always haggle over a price, so it's best to name a good stiff figure right at the start. That's
Classic.
haggling for you boys. Take
Bye.
it from your mother, who just
Classic.
got fucking swindled.
British door-to-door Britishman.
Just once
Classic.
again,
British door-to-door rug salesman.
I know
and
the
mom
whole.
offering less than a profitable amount to start as starting offer.
She's like, well, the boys walked on it. I want to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the whole crime doesn't pay. But for real, whenever it's this type of thing where it's like, I make counterfeit money, and I use the counterfeit money to go door to door and pretend I'm a rug salesman, and then I buy really expensive rugs, and then I guess I resell those rugs for real money.
You'd have to sell that rug
Just
for real
get
money.
a fucking job. That's
That's
so
a lot of work.
That's so much work.
I think that's what I always, whenever I watch like those documentaries about whatever, like con artists, it's like just the amount of work that they have to go to.
And this is, I think,
Just get a job, just get a
Just
regular
get a
ass
You can
job.
start your own business with that much fucking initiative.
yeah, I think
and
it's
creativity.
I think it's a fetish. I think they're just
The
100%.
getting
joy
off
of
on
getting
it.
away with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I think they get they get a super thrill from it. I'm being a little silly, but like for real, I think it has more to do with like, I'm just stealing stuff. It's like, no, this is what gets me off.
Yeah. Definitely in the
stealing-
case of this expensive rug fetishist.
ladies.
For
Yeah.
the love of the game.
He just he's gonna do weird stuff to that rug.
He's gonna do weird stuff with the rug, and then he's gonna sell it, and he's gonna make money. He's gonna be like, not only did I get off, but I made money.
Yeah.
The Hardy Boys smiled at this evidence of their mother's shrewdness.
Aw, they still respect her.
He said he wouldn't give me $900, but he offered $700. I told him that his price was ridiculous, but asked if he had any rugs he wanted to trade for it. He looked rather dubious when I mentioned a trade and said that while he carried some medium-priced rugs with him, he carried nothing that could equal the one I wished to sell. Did he see where he kept these other rugs? Frank asked. He said they were at his hotel, but that his more valuable rugs were all in the city, and that it would take a day or so before he could have them sent here. However, he said that he would buy the rug from me for $800 and take a chance on being able to sell me a good rug when he should have them sent down from the city. Fair enough, remarked Joe. It seemed fair enough to me, for of course the rug was worth only about $800, perhaps less, because it has been used for several months. I was under no obligation to buy a new rug from him unless I wished, so I accepted his offer and he paid me the money. $800 in cash. He seemed to carry a great deal of money in a heavy leather wallet. He gave me the money in 50s and 5s, and I thought very well of myself for making such a good bargain.
Oh, mother.
Until you came to the
50s
bank.
and 5s. That's so specific.
Yeah.
Until you came to bank the money, Frank said. Until I came to bank the money. The cashier glanced at the
Figured
bills,
it out.
then told me he was sorry, but that he couldn't accept them. For a moment, I didn't understand him, because I had forgotten all about this scare about counterfeit money and hadn't given the matter a thought. I just hated that rug so much. Then he told me that the bills were counterfeit, so there was nothing left for me to do but come back home, realizing that I had been very neatly tricked.
What a neat trick.
But perhaps you haven't been tricked after all, suggested Frank. It may be possible that the rug buyer didn't realize the money was bad. Did he say what hotel he was staying at?
Frank.
Also, at least she hated the rug. It wasn't like a
Yeah.
rug she loved.
Yeah.
Yes, he told me, but I called up the police and asked them to find him for me. They investigated and found that there had been no rug buyer staying at that hotel all week, nor at any other hotel in Bayport, so far as they could find. That doesn't look so good. What's more, they made inquiries at the station and found that a man answering to his description had taken the early afternoon train out.
He took the rug with him. Not only my rug, but a rug that he had bought from another woman in Bayport. He'll probably sell them in some other town. Just what he did. They found that he had bought a ticket to the next city, but when they got in touch with the police there, they found that he had sold the 2 rugs to a wholesale firm and disappeared.
Oh, no.
The rug thing goes all the way to the top. He
Yep.
sold my rug for $500 and the other one for $300. Did he give the other woman counterfeit money too? Yes. He cleaned up on that afternoon's work, remarked Frank. He didn't lose any time in getting away either. If I had only gone to the bank early, it might have been different, said Mrs. Hardy. As it was, I got there only a few minutes before 3 o'clock. And by the time I got in touch with the police, and by the time they had tried to trace the man here, and later found where he had gone, you know how slow they are.
Fucking lazy
fucking
cops.
police suck.
Useless pieces of shit.
Getting pranked by teens all the time.
It was too late. I guess there's no chance of seeing him back in 2 days with the rug he wanted to sell you.
Frank!
Frank.
Oh,
Frank.
Frank.
Let it
You
go.
were a detective.
Either he's in league with the counterfeiters, or else he was stung himself for a lot of counterfeit money and decided to
Oh
get
my
rid of it as
God.
smoothly as possible.
Frank is a pure soul.
Oh, is he the young one?
He's the
trying
old
so
one.
hard.
He's the old
He
one?
should know better.
God damn it, Frank.
Was that two? I can't remember. Was that 2
No,
pages?
that was just one. You keep going.
Keep going.
Mrs. Hardy was downcast. I should have been on my guard, she said. There's been so much of this bad money going around that I should have been on watch for it, especially with a big sum like $800. It's my own fault, I suppose. Yes, it is fully. 100%.
Yes.
Also, you have 3 guys in the house that are probably talking about nothing but that.
With counterfeit money. But it's hard to lose that much money. She's so blinded by my hatred for the fucking rug.
Hey,
It's all I
remember
think
when
about
Mom got
day in and day
swindled?
out. She glanced at the heap of bills on the table. It's not worth the paper it's printed on. Frank picked up one of the bills and examined it.
Oh, like bills is in money.
Yes.
You're
Well,
just now.
No, Buffalo Bills.
No, I thought bills is in like. Yeah, okay, they're like, we
All
came
of
home
that
and
You
mom.
billed
context.
her?
No, but I didn't know because they came home and they're like, Mom was staring at a bunch of bills and she was sad. And I'm like, I can picture this.
Oh,
You're staring at a bunch of bills like, oh, the water bill and the electricity bill and
You
the.
had all
Yeah, I
the
thought
context
that
in the world,
Too
Jonathan.
until.
Chris, we've established I'm not smart.
Oh, Jonathan. You and Frank.
No.
Frank, yeah, up. Looks just like the 5 that the fellow passed on to Joe and me at the station. He commented, testing the quality of the paper. I'm just imagining him just like eating a little bit.
Yes,
Just-
yeah,
He was
definitely.
biting it like a coin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. It comes from the same source, I'll bet. $800, Joe exclaimed. That's the biggest haul yet. I'd like to have that rug merchant by the back of the neck right this minute. I'd shake the 800 out of him in a hurry.
This
Oh,
money
I-
tastes like mill.
General Mill. I guess.
She was determined to squeeze that one
Got it
in.
in there.
It's gold, Jerry.
I guess there's not much chance of catching him now. He has sold the rugs and made his getaway. Yeah, like, no shit, guys.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hardy was silent. She felt the loss of the valuable rug she hated very keenly, and still more keenly did she feel the ignominy.
See, I was thinking of all of us. You're the one that would know how to pronounce that. I had
Ignominy.
faith in
That?
you.
Ignominy.
Ignominious-
Ignominy.
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 New York's hot new club is ignominy.
Ignominy. I just wasn't, I haven't met that word in a long time.
Yeah.
Wait, this is ignominy.
Ignominy.
Oh.
Ignominy.
Twist.
Boo.
Ignominy.
Is that AI? That's not always right.
What do you mean AI is not
Google,
always
so
right?
probably.
Ryan, how dare you?
Get that robot off this show.
Ignominy.
Ignominy.
You gotta find a YouTube video of a British person pronouncing it, and that's how you know.
Like a rug buyer?
Yeah,
All famously.
a British rug door-to-door rug merchant. And still more keenly did she feel the IG nominee of having been imposed upon after all the warnings that had been circulated regarding counterfeit money.
EXE Crabble.
EXE Crabble.
XE Grable.
But the rug merchant had been so plausible, and as she was an unsuspecting woman by nature,
Oh.
as they all are,
With 3 detectives in the family.
Yeah.
can you imagine being
Good
like,
thing we got dad's jeans.
yeah,
Oh my God.
3 like desperate cynics solving mysteries, and then 1 just gullible bitch giving the rug.
That is a pretty good setup for like a sitcom,
Sweet,
though.
gullible woman.
Like a hard-boiled detective, and then the most gullible woman in the world, and they're married, and every day he comes home and he's like, "You sold what to who?"
I loved that rug.
I bet he didn't know the money was fake, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Probably
god.
at the hotel, right?
We should catch him so he can find out.
He comes home. I'm fully invested in this.
He's the victim.
Fake sitcom now. Like, he comes home and she's like, "Honey, I bought magic beans."
Yeah.
And he throws his briefcase down.
Or even the
Your
dad's
cancer
like,
is cured.
even the dad's clueless about how the mom feels about the rug. It's like, you sold that? It was your favorite rug. You always talked about how you loved it.
I love that rug. Oh man.
She had never for a moment considered the possibility of trickery. We'll go down and have a chat with the police, said Frank, getting up. Although I'm afraid it won't do any good.
Useless bastards.
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police. Said Frank.
Chief Colleague will tell us that he is busy following up clues, remarked Joe with a laugh, and that's as far as he'll ever get. This proved to be the case. When the boys reached the police station, they found Chief Colleague and Detective Smuff in the midst of a game of
Wait,
Yeah,
Okay.
I was wondering if is that the
pinochle.
first time we've heard
That's how
that?
you spell pinochle.
that is the first time we've heard Detective Smuff.
Muff.
This is okay.
Detective Smuff.
In
Is that how
the
you spell pinochle?
in the
It's me, Detective Smuff, and I'm here to smuff out crime.
Smuff, Ruff.
Chicago, Illinois.
Constable.
606.
What?
Six,
Bayport,
5, 2.
Illinois.
There was the character before. Oh, so there was a character named Oscar Smuff in the rewritten version that we started reading, who was like a dipshit wannabe cop. And then when we were reading the original version, we read the Constable Riley part, and we thought that like, oh, they rewrote Constable Riley to be this guy named Oscar Smuff. But now it seems that there is just a Detective Smuff who's different than Constable Riley, and I'm writing.
There's a new Smuff.
There's a new Smuff.
Detective Smuff.
And he's
Smuff
3 apples
just
tall.
dropped.
New Smuff dropped.
When they inquired if there had been any further information regarding the rug merchant, Chief Colleague shook his head. We're following
Irish,
up
by
some
the way.
clues, he said gravely, but there hasn't been any more trace of him.
Did you say he's Irish or
He's
Scottish?
Irish.
Oh, he's
cops are
Irish.
All cops are Irish.
All cops are Irish.
All the cops are Irish.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
bastards.
time to shut
Following up some clues, he said.
There you go.
gravely.
Perfect.
But there hasn't been any more trace of him. Not a trace, corroborated Detective Smuff with a portentous frown. Do you think he'll be arrested? Asked Frank. Chief Colleague looked up. Of course he'll be arrested, he declared. Didn't I say we're following up clues? We'll have the fellow behind the bars, all right. I'm working the case. I'm working on the case myself, said Detective. You know, it's hard to do in a deep voice and not
I
go
know.
immediately Scottish.
It is.
I just
Yeah.
I want to
'Cause
go.
when you-
Can I
'cause
just
when you
can
do
Smuff
Irish,
be
you wanna-
Scottish at least? Can we
Yeah,
do
Smuff can be Scottish, because when you do Irish, you want to be like, oh,
be
the
an
Lordy.
Irishman?
Yeah.
Well, no, I want to be Scottish.
Yeah,
I'm
there you
working
go.
on the case myself, said Detective Smuff, examining his cards.
Used to be Mick Smuff. They Americanized it.
Drop the Mick.
Mix
Just
them
Muff.
up.
Scruff McSmuff.
I became a police because I met 3 witches in the woods.
I like it.
Rely on us, advised the chief. Oh wait, that was the Irish guy. Rely on us, advised the chief. Your place, Smuff. The boys retired. Somehow they got the impression that the Bayport Police Department was not exerting a great deal of effort to try to capture the fraudulent rug buyer.
Brian, you can read this because that was so short.
Have you guys noticed that some of the periods and dots on the eyes are not filled in this book?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know. That bothers me. I don't know why, but it does.
I
Chapter.
don't think they had editors in 1927. They just typed it, and it was all typewriters, and they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, well,
Oh, you
Type as fast as you can.
you mistyped it? Who gives a shit? We gotta crank this shit out for Brian Wade.
is that even mistyping? Is there a button with like an eye with an open circle instead of a dot? Never mind. Chapter 20, A Note of Warning. 3 days later, Fenton Hardy, who had been away from home on business, received a note. No one saw the man who left it at the door. The Hardy boys were at school from 2 p.m. onward, and Mrs. Hardy was busy in the kitchen. She
Like
heard
a
the front
woman.
doorbell ring and went to
Afternoon
answer it.
school.
Yeah.
But when she opened the door, there was no one in sight. She looked out and saw a man walking briskly down the opposite side of the street. A woman with a baby carriage was strolling past the house, and farther down the street, 2 men were standing talking on the corner. Somewhat surprised and imagining that her ears must have deceived her, she was about to close the door when she became aware of a white object that had fluttered to her feet. It was a cheap envelope, sealed, and with the name of Fenton Hardy written on it in pencil. Mrs. Hardy picked it up, examined it curiously, then brought it into the house and placed it on the table in her husband's study.
It was not an unusual occurrence to have letters left at the door in this manner, as occasionally anonymous letters were left for the detective. This is the nature of his work. Giving him hints or advice concerning cases on which he was engaged. To most of these, he paid no attention, although sometimes valuable information was brought to his notice in this manner. This, Mrs. Hardy judged, was another such communication, which was why the person who delivered it had been careful to hurry away after ringing the bell.
She's so sweet and innocent.
So unsuspecting. Mr. Hardy did not return home until late that afternoon. He had been over to Barmet Village, where the federal authorities were closely watching two men thought to be in league with the counterfeiters. Mr. Hardy had followed one man to a nearby city and seen the fellow pass a small package to a woman in black, who had quickly disappeared in a crowd. That sounds fun. But the noted detective knew the woman and knew where she could be located when wanted. The boys had arrived back from school, had left their books at the house, and had set out with Chet Morton for a cruise in the motorboat. When Mr. Hardy came back, he glanced over his mail and was settling down to read the evening paper when his wife remembered the note that had been left at the door that afternoon. "Someone left a letter for you this afternoon," she said. "I heard the doorbell ring, but when I went to answer it, there was no one at the door. I picked up the letter, though, and I put it on the study table, just like the last 2 pages talked about." Fenton Hardy went into the study and picked up the letter, slitting open the envelope. Within was a thin sheet of cheap paper on which had been written a few lines in pencil. He read the message with a slow smile, then handed the paper over to his wife. "Someone is trying to scare me," he said. She picked up the note. In a crude, ill-formed hand, she read the following. Okay, this happened in the rewritten version of the book.
Yeah,
in
early.
Very
Much
early.
earlier.
Way earlier.
Yeah, and they found that bike pedal from the Belgian bike.
Yeah, the Belgian bike, which is never going to come back.
Yeah.
All right, so this is what was written in the letter.
"Better give up this counterfeit case, or we'll take the shirt off your back. We know this game too well. Let this be a warning to you. Poor Bloom is a rank outsider. Better let him go."
Mrs. Hardy looked up.
Batman.
Is Batman.
Okay.
Mrs. Hardy looked up anxiously. "What are you going to do about this note?" she asked. The detective shrugged. "Ignore it, of course. But they may hurt you. They may try. They won't be the first ones who have tried to frighten me away from a case. I'm a detective, after all."
But they must be right in Bayport to deliver a note like this. I've suspected all along that their headquarters are here. Don't worry, Laura. I'm not afraid of them.
Oh, right. I forgot she had a name.
Me too. But I do worry. They're desperate men. They'll stop at nothing. Fenton Hardy laughed. It isn't the first time I've been threatened. I think I already said that, but I'll repeat myself.
Woman!
Because we all know you don't remember things well. It's only a bluff. I'll stay right on the case, although so far I haven't been able to make much progress on it. But this matter of the note is adding insult to injury, don't you think? First of all, they send one of their men around here to fool us to the extent of $800 with their counterfeit money, and now they try to frighten me away from handling the case any further. Fenton Hardy looked at the note again, then replaced it carefully in the envelope. You didn't see anyone on the street after the doorbell rang, he asked. Oh, there were 3 or 4 people walking by, but I didn't notice any of them particularly. They all seemed quite average people. None of them looked at all suspicious.
It was the baby and the baby carriage.
Baby.
Oh, my God.
The chap that delivered the note was probably hiding around the corner of the house until you went inside again. That's also what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
That's their usual scheme. It wouldn't have done much good if you had seen him. Probably some chap they picked up on the street and bribed to slip the note into the door. I don't like it! At that moment, Frank and Joe came into the house, flushed from their outing on the bay. They were laughing at the recollection of some remarkable acrobatic feats that Chet Morton had attempted on the bow of the motorboat, the result of which had been the sudden immersion of Chet in the chilly waters of the bay. Yeah, I wish we read that. I wish we read that scene and not this one. It's like 3 pages of reading one note.
It's been 3 pages of describing that a note was delivered.
Yeah.
Damn your eyes, Laura. If only I didn't find your spectacles so unattractive, you could have been wearing them and noticed the man.
He had just left them, his clothes dripping wet, heading for home on his motorcycle, vowing that he could have stood on his hands on the bow of the boat if only Frank had steered to the left when he should have steered to the right, or hadn't steered to the whatever.
So he was doing a handstand on the bow of a fucking
love this man.
motorboat, and I just love that there's like
teenager.
That's what kids do.
Yeah. Well,
One
the first
moment away
guys,
from death.
Joe and Brian, the first iteration of this book, Chet was buying a microscope, and these boys wouldn't stop fucking dunking on him.
Yeah.
They were so bitchy and mean to Chet.
Yeah.
And we loved him then. And the Chet in this book is super cool.
The Chet in this book is, like, I'll do
drives a
handstands on boats and
motorcycle.
fuck with cops.
He drives a motorcycle. He does handstands on boats. He does pranks on cops.
Chet
And he's
rules.
like-
Wonderful.
He's
Yeah.
like, how old are they? Like 13?
Like 14.
Yeah, 14 and
something.
15.
Yeah.
Tight. Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
Alright. No notes.
Yeah. However, he had said cheerfully, I missed my bath last Saturday anyway, so this will make up for it. Oh,
Wait,
and-
ew.
all right, that's okay. We just talked you up so much, and that joke was so fucking lame.
Thank you.
The Hardy boys recounted their adventures, and after Fenton Hardy had chuckled over the... I am so sick of them saying Fenton Hardy's full
Fenton
name.
Hardy.
I keep
Fenton
forgetting
Hardy.
to change it.
But remember, his full name is Fentanyl Hardy.
Fenton Hardy. Wait, oh, that was Kata.
That was Kata.
That credit goes to Kata. Fentanyl had chuckled over the plight of Chet. He tossed over the mysterious letter to them. What do you think of that? He asked of the boys.
Frank and Joe read the scrawled warning with interest. Trying to frighten you away from the case, are they? Said Frank as he gave back the note. Looks like it. You won't pay any attention to it, of course. Not a bit, although your mother seems to think I'll be carried home on a stretcher any day.
That dumb bitch.
She wasn't wearing a
How
spectacle
dare she?
after I asked her not to.
I told her I think the roast is burning.
When did the note come? Joe inquired with deep interest. Mrs. Hardy told them how the strange letter had been delivered, and when
Please
they learned
God,
that it
not
had
a
been
third
left at the door instead of being sent through the blah, 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 all the shit we said before. They did not, however, air their suspicions at the time, and it was not until they were alone after supper that they discussed the topic between them. That settles it, declared Frank. Oh no, what happened?
Whoa.
What did you do?
I did.
He wasn't touching it, actually. I don't know what that was.
Bekah can
Oh,
say
it's the
that I
curse
did
of the
nothing.
mill.
Oh, wait. No,
Oh, no,
go down.
down.
Go down?
It went up for some reason.
What the fuck?
It did it zoom?
All right.
It just blinked out
Dumb.
for a moment.
Yeah.
Not until they were alone after supper that they discussed the topic between them. That settles it, declares Frank with finality. The counterfeiters must be right here in Bayport. Or nearby. That's what I mean.
The parents already just said that.
Guys, you were so close to figuring it out that it was in the
Just talk
fucking
about
old
it.
mill last time. Like, they literally talked about it last time.
Yeah.
They're like, I bet it's in the old mill. And now they're like, I don't know.
There's a secret
It
room.
might be in town.
Let's stop investigating.
Oh my God.
Maybe
what
they
I
are
mean.
all stupid.
If they were out of town, the letter would have been sent by mail. It's getting to be a little too much. As Dad said, it was adding insult to injury, tricking Mother to the extent of $800.
Everybody
now
take a
sending
drink
an
every
impudent-
time they fucking say $800.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is. Like
And now sending an-
$17,000.
$17,000. That's so fucking much money.
And now sending an impudent note like that. It's up to us to use what we know.
I want to
You
call
mean
a
to
note
see-
impudent.
Impudent. This impudent
This
note.
impudent note, and you slap it down.
You mean to see if we can find out anything more about the mill?
Yes.
Oh, hold on. I think I fucked up the voices there. You mean to see if we could find out anything more about the mill? I mean to find out everything there is to be found out about it. I'm with you. When do we start?
Goddamn time.
That's
It was built in 1812.
I'm with you. When do we start? When should we? Tonight. So soon? Why
Wait,
not?
Chris, hang on. I'm sorry. It's tonight.
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 With a dash in the middle of the word.
And now I don't remember who's speaking
The old
again.
way of saying it.
Doesn't matter.
Both of their voices are the same.
It's the
So
same.
soon? Why not? It's all right with me. If we're going to go back there at all, we may as well get it over with as soon as we can, said Frank. I've been thinking over a way to get away with it, and I think we should be able to get inside that place and investigate it without much trouble.
Yes.
How? Do you remember how Carl Stummer remarked that you looked something like Lester?
No?
Nope.
Yes? And there is a bit of a resemblance, too. You are of about the same build, and you both have fair, curly hair. I think you should be able to impersonate him if we went around there at night. At a distance, and at night time, they might mistake you for him, even if we were discovered.
What a terrible plan.
I did 2 pages, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, Joe admitted. It isn't a bad idea. I'm willing to try it. It'll be risky, of course, but I'm practically convinced that the old mill is where this counterfeit money is coming from, like we knew already and forgot and now know
I know
again.
I know they don't know the name of their own book, but Jesus Christ.
But I mean, they came to this conclusion like 3 chapters ago at least.
Quite a while ago. They've been to this old mill multiple times, and they're like, there's something fishy
There's the,
about
like,
it.
mysterious stone room, right?
Yeah.
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 It seems like maybe this is why they rewrote this book a little bit, because it's
Maybe
like out of order.
Yeah.
They did make them shorter. That's another thing that they did. When they rewrote the books was they made them shorter.
Edited for length and sanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only way we'll ever find out is to go there ourselves, like we also just talked about a million times and already established we are going to do.
I'm just curious how many pages this was because
Oh.
it feels like eternity.
A billion.
It's
232.
yeah, 232, but
Oof.
God damn.
this feels like
But
the
100
padding of like a 400
Yeah.
page book.
115 of those pages is just them repeating what
Yes.
just happened.
Yeah.
It feels like a food
just-
scene from a G.R.R. Martin book. Like, describing them eating dinner.
Yeah.
I've never read
8
one, but it's
chapters.
You just take out exactly every other page and no one would miss anything.
Or a clothing scene from a Robert Jordan book. Clint would get that.
oh,
Aw.
Clint.
They're
Clint.
trying to get him back.
I know.
Only. I'm sorry, I'm not Clint.
It's okay.
And I say that every day. If we told
You wake
the
up in the
town,
morning, you look in the mirror, and you go, "I'm sorry, I'm not Clint." To yourself.
sorry, self. If we told the town police what we suspected, they would only laugh at us, and probably they'd be so clumsy about taking any action that the counterfeiters would get wind of it because they're so fucking stupid.
Disrespectful.
The only way is to keep it to ourselves. Go out there quietly and see what we can find. How can we get out to Dash Night? Mother won't let us go.
Knife.
To knife.
Knife.
She'll be afraid we'll get hurt. I hate to do anything underhand, but it's our only chance. We'll go out for a motorcycle trip this evening. Super safe alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as soon as
Just
it
ride
gets
motorcycles at night.
You know,
Mom
people-
will love that.
be
Gen X
12
talks
years
a
old
lot about
riding
how they're
motorcycles.
yeah. Gen X is always like, we were latchkey kids. We went out and no one knew where we were. In the 20s, children went out on motorcycles and speedboats, and their parents were like, good job.
Only the
On a
rich
school
ones.
night.
Only the rich ones.
Well, they didn't have to get
Right.
up till 2 p.m., Chris.
Yeah.
That's true.
Too, so
Yeah.
yeah. We'll go out for a motorcycle trip this evening, and as soon as it gets dark, we'll head for the mill.
A nice stealthy vehicle to
I
approach
know.
us.
Can you imagine how loud a fucking 1927
Oh my
motorcycle
God.
is? It probably sounds like a gas-powered
like-
lawnmower.
Like, yeah, let's sneak up to the old mill.
Let's sneak.
Maybe motorcycle meant something different back then. That's all I can imagine.
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, I mean, I'm sure they were shittier and like more prone to exploding.
And, like, just belching
Had to like
black
hand
smoke.
crank it to like.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We should.
They probably backfired all the time, so also
Yeah,
it was like,
gosh.
pow, pow.
Oh, Lester popped another intruder again.
We'll park the bikes a good distance away from the mill so they won't hear us coming, you idiots.
Guys, once again, it's fine.
And then we'll walk the rest of the way. If we get the goods on the counterfeiters, we'll be heroes. If we don't, we'll catch a lecture for staying out late. We'll just have to take our chances on that. But I think that if everything goes well, we won't get any lecture. We are really
That's what he just said.
really,
That's what
yep,
he just
thorough.
said.
Speaking of
Thorough.
lectures,
How will we get into the mill? Asked Joe. We'll have to wait until we get there before we lay our plans. I've sort of forgotten the layout of the place, but if we work it right, I think we should be able to get inside, like I've already said multiple times. I'd like to get into that mysterious stone room that Lester mentioned and see what sort of machinery they have in there. I'll bet it's an engraving plant and a printing press instead of a patent breakfast food machine.
What?
What?
I know that it's definitely gonna be that, but the fact that they keep calling it like a stone room, I like part of me is like, ooh, I hope they get in there and it's just like an altar. And there's
Who
like
knew
yeah,
that
cult.
blood,
Yeah.
like a cult thing, yeah.
Hell
Who
yeah.
knew
go-
that the history of the electric toaster was this interesting?
What is this demon machine? What if we're caught? That's a chance we're taking. We've got to risk it. What if we find that the place is really the headquarters of this counterfeit gang? Look at it that way. So for the rest
Yeah.
of the evening, the boys were conspicuously studious. They were occupied with their books until twilight fell, after which Frank yawned and murmured that he would like a breath of fresh air. Think I'll go out for a little spin on the old motorcycle, he
my
said casually.
God, do you think he did it while he's yawning? Like, oh, I think I'll go.
I'll have for a spin on the old motorcycle.
There's two things about this. First of all, I do love that it says they were conspicuously studious, because that's like the telltale sign for any parent of like when a kid is being bad is that they're being too good. Like when a kid is being too good. Here's a quick anecdote. When the South Park movie came out in, what was that, 1998 or whatever?
100 years ago.
100 years ago, in the late 20th
Hundreds.
century, in the late 1900s, I was not allowed to watch South Park when it was first on the air. I think it started in like 97. My mom was like, you're not allowed to watch South Park, you're too young. My older brothers watched it. So I got little glimpses of it here and there. And when the movie came out, I really wanted to see it. My mom said, you're not allowed to see it. And I kept asking if I could go see it. And she kept saying no. And then one day, my older brother Anthony said, do you want to go see the South Park movie? And I said, yes. And we went to see the South Park movie. And then my mom was like, you saw the South Park movie? And I was like, what? No. How did you know? And she's like, because you stopped asking to see it, idiot. Like,
You fool.
you stopped asking. So I knew you saw it because you stopped asking. So that's what this is making me think of. The other thing I think is just hilarious is that the fucking after Twilight fell, they're like, I'm going to go ride a motorcycle. I'm 14.
I know, I can't.
My parents
I can't
bought
get
me
over
the
it.
soundtrack.
Yeah. We have very different parents, Chris.
I'll go with you, observed Joe promptly. Fenton Fentanyl Hardy looked up. Yes, you've been in the house all evening. Go ahead. Go out there in the dark, you children on your motorcycles.
I'm tired of you.
I'm tired of you.
Don't wear helmets.
Don't fuck
Please.
a helmet. What's a helmet?
Please don't wear helmets.
Helmets haven't been invented yet.
I can
Don't
afford
be-
one college, not two.
You should expose as much skin as possible so you can feel the fresh air on you while you ride your motorcycles down
Yes.
the gravel roads.
Down the unlit gravel roads. Don't be long, advised Mrs. Hardy. We won't be any longer than we can help, said Frank mysteriously.
With a wink.
With that, the Hardy boys left the house and went out to the garage for their motorcycles.
might as well just.
They drove around the streets of Bayport for some time until, at last, it grew darker. Then they headed their machines out toward the shore road. The moon was just rising over the bay when they left the city, and they drove at good speed into the country. Now to tackle the old mill, exclaimed Frank.
Chapter 21 At the Mill. The two boys made good time out into the country, and when at last they reached the abandoned road that led down to Willow River, it was not quite 10 o'clock. As they rode, they discussed their plan of action, and it was agreed that they should leave the motorcycles beside the road at the same place they had left them on the occasion of their previous visit to the mill.
Good, I
I'd
was
like
worried.
to have them
Thank
closer
God.
to the river. I mean, I was worried they were gonna
We
fuck
gotta
that
keep
up.
we gotta keep hashing it out for
Yeah,
longer.
yeah.
Has anything happened since I left the room?
Nope.
Okay.
They did what they did what they discussed in the
Yeah,
last.
they're on their motorcycles currently.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'd like to have them closer to the river, said Frank, for we might have to clear out of there in a hurry. What is he, fucking a knight all of a sudden?
Oh, we might have to clear out.
I'd like to have them closer to the river, said Frank, for we might have to clear out of there in a hurry.
Milady.
Milady, but we can't afford to let them hear us coming.
Macycle.
Cycle. Madugan. And it's a calm night.
Motorcycle's just short for motorcycle.
Cycle.
And it's a calm night. They could hear a motorcycle for a half mile.
Yeah.
Walk them.
Brother.
Walk them.
They left the machines in the shade of some trees by the roadside and went the rest of the way on foot. They could see quite clearly, for the moon had risen higher and the
have
gray
bikes,
ribbon of
like
road extended
bicycles?
before them.
No, they've outgrown bicycles. They're 14. They have motorcycles.
What are they, 2 riding a bicycle?
Yeah,
Those are
babies,
babies.
Becca.
Next page, please, sir.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I got caught up in yelling.
Yeah, like
I wish it had been a bit darker. It's
Like
10
a-
o'clock. How much darker could it get?
The moon was
The
full.
moon was bright,
But
Brian.
okay,
The
fine.
moon.
There was
They live in
there was less
Bayport.
light pollution in 1927.
Exactly, especially in Bayport. I wish it had been a bit darker, Joe said. We'll have to be careful when we get near the place. They may have someone posted on guard. Oh well, we can look the place over when we get there. At last they emerged on the hilltop that overlooked Willow River. Below them lay the stream, with water shining in the moonlight. The deep banks of willow trees along the borders cast heavy shadows, and a light mist overhung the fields and hedges in the distance. Gloomy and mysterious, the heavy bulk of the old mill rose from beside the river, near the shimmering silver streak of the mill race. Not a light shone from the building, and it appeared absolutely deserted. Perhaps they've all moved away, suggested Joe. Again, why is he talking weird like that, man? Come on.
Perhaps they've all moved away.
Perhaps they've all moved away. Like, really, dude? Like, they're 14 years old. Like, I could see Fentanyl talking like that, but... I noticed that the buildings were all boarded up when we were here last time. They haven't moved away. Never fear.
Never fear. Wow.
It's like a 90-year-old man writing a 14-year-old. I love it.
It's the Hardy House words. Never fear.
Never fear. Cautiously, the boys went down the slope. I almost said Ciope there. Because
It looks like
Ciope.
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 A Ciope.
Ciope.
Their
cautiously, the boys
descendants
went down the
created
Ciope.
Their descendants created the No Fear brand.
No fear. Never fear.
Nancy Drew created Stussy, right?
You do see.
That's canon.
The Drewsy Stussy.
Drucy.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love you guys.
They left the road and kept to the shadows of the trees, skirting the open space of meadow that lay between the grove and the mill itself. They did not speak, thank God, for the night was so calm and clear that sound carried for a considerable distance. They could hear the dull roar of the rapids and the waterfall sounding hollow and lonely in the moonlit night. I will say, like, when they get into, like, descriptors of the environment, this book is much better than the dialogue that is endlessly stupid.
Yeah.
And it's so much better than the previous version.
It really is.
It was just, they went to a place.
And then they bought a microscope.
The lake was there. It was wet.
They came to the edge of the grove and moved slowly about in the deep shadows, the grass sinking beneath their feet. When they had reached a point about 200 feet from the mill, they paused to reconnoiter.
That's not a word I've heard anywhere but Deadwood.
Reconnoiter.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to say that's not a word I've heard anywhere outside of a book.
I always
say
thought
it all
was
the time in Deadwood.
reconnoitre.
They do, yeah.
Reconnatoire.
That's why I would have gone French with it.
Reconnoiter.
Reconnatoire.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. I should be like, well, let's reconnoiter, you cunt. Like in Deadwood. We've got to cross that open space, whispered Frank. And what then? See that willow tree beside the mill? Joe nodded. It reaches right to the roof. It looks to be our best bet. If we can climb that tree,
Willow trees aren't stable.
Right.
They're so dangly.
Right.
And thin.
it's weeping.
It's weeping.
It's weeping. It's weeping.
Love.
So you climb to a higher branch, and then when it starts bending,
just
then you get on the
sneezes.
roof.
Yeah. Woo. If we can climb
fuck
that
is this
tree
book?
and drop to the roof, and drop to the roof, get in a window, roof, or get in a window, we'll be all right. I just want you to see that it says that the or is fucked up.
Oh.
It's malfunction.
No, he did it good.
Shakespeare.
Oh, I mean, because the letter is like misprinted on the page, so it's
Oh man.
Oh, the
Stated
mill.
character.
Oh, the mill. As long as we can get
The
up.
December song.
The mill. As long as we can get up the tree without being heard. Fucked up the voices again. We have to take our chances on that, Frank said in a low voice. We have to take our chances on that. Frank
Is
said,
it me, or does it sound like two young detectives are whispering outside our mill?
After driving up on motorcycles.
Yeah.
yeah, it's probably whatever assholes were riding around on motorcycles a minute ago.
I think it's going to be harder to cross that open space. For 200 feet, the grassy sward. What the fuck is a sward?
Grassy
SW.
sward.
Grassy swad.
Chris,
Makes
do you
sense
know?
to me.
Chris,
Yeah,
what is it?
like a field, like a grassy sward.
All right. I knew you'd know.
You know, like a sward.
I almost believed you, Chris, but I don't know.
This Merriam-Webster says it's a portion of ground covered with grass.
Yeah. I see.
Sward.
So then, isn't it redundant to say grassy sward?
The grassy
It is
grass.
very-
Was
The grassy
basically
grass.
in
The
the-
grassy
patch of
grass.
The grassy grass.
The field of grass.
Yeah. Well, I knew Chris would know because he reads wizard books, and I feel like sward would
That
be
does sound like a wizard word.
does sound like a wizard word.
With
Mostly
sward.
That's a different
swords.
word. That's the word sword.
Yeah, mostly swords. Sometimes
You're
there's a
thinking
sword.
of sword, Jonathan.
Sword.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
the
thinking of sword.
That's a different word.
Sword.
No, it's probably a word Shakespeare made up.
A lot of them are.
Yeah.
Hey guys, for 200 feet, the grassy sward was bathed in moonlight. They could not walk across it without being in full view of anyone who might be watching from the mill. But it had to be crossed, as the mill itself was isolated on the bank of the river, and on this side there was no protecting shade to enable them to creep up closer. We'll have to crawl across the grass, the sward, Frank whispered. Ready? I'm ready. Go easy and quiet. If you hear a sound, don't move. Just like Squid Game. They dropped to their hands and knees, then left the shadow of the hood. They began to crawl slowly toward the willow tree at the rear of the mill. Inch by inch, they made their way forward. They're going to be soaking wet.
And itchy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The moon was high in the sky and like a big pizza pie and seemed like a giant searchlight. It seemed impossible that they could cross that open space without being discovered. Every blade of grass seemed clearly revealed by the moonlight. When they were about halfway toward the mill, they heard a sound in the distance. I feel like if it's that bright, run. Don't crawl.
Or don't go. Wait until it's a fucking new moon, idiots.
Oh my god. When they were about halfway toward the mill, they heard a sound in the distance. It was the banging of a heavy door. There was a warning whisper from Frank. They lay motionless in the thick grass. For a moment, a deep silence prevailed. Then, from the mill, they heard a surly voice, I think is what it says.
I saw someone out on the hillside.
They were startled, but still they did not move. Their only hope of safety lay in silence and remaining motionless, like a T-Rex.
Their vision is based on movement.
You're crazy.
Counterfeiter's vision is based on movement.
Yes. You're crazy, Markle, replied someone.
Markle.
Markle.
There's no one out there.
You sure it's not those two kids laying right there in the fucking sward?
I see two child-sized bumps in the sward.
Never mind, they're not moving. Can't be people.
The sword.
What's a sward, Markle?
What's a Markle? Sward?
Nowhere.
And now we have a vaudeville act.
Oh, shit.
It's fun.
Markle and Sward.
Who's on Sward, Chris?
Markle and Sward. Breakfast counterfeiters.
Yeah, I wonder if the breakfast thing has anything to do with anything.
I doubt it. Oh, God.
I tell you, I saw someone crawling through the grass. I'm sure of it. I saw him from that upper window. Whereabouts? Out there. See? Can't you see something dark up there in the sward? There was a silence for a moment or so. There was silence for a moment or so. Then the second man laughed. It's only a log. I tell you it isn't a log. A log doesn't move. That isn't moving. It was. Well, if you're so sure of it, why don't you go on up and see?
Are they single file or side by side? Because if
The
they were
boys?
single file, I could see it being a log. But if they're side by side, it would be like two short logs. That would be weird.
I was picturing side by side.
I was also
Also, I
picturing
don't
side
care.
by side. But now I'm picturing single file.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
But they are pretty stupid, but who knows?
No.
You're getting so nervous lately that you think people are hanging around here all the time. I've got a right to be nervous. We're not safe here, I tell you. I tell you! We should have moved out of here a week ago. We'll never find a place as safe as this. Is that so? Ever since those two boys came snooping around here and asking Lester questions, I've been suspicious. They've got their eye on this place, let me tell you. They were down at the railway station the day I slipped the package to Burgess. Burgess?
Meredith?
Burgess?
Yeah.
It's probably, yeah,
Yeah.
Burgess. And I'm
Burgies.
mighty sure they saw me. Just a couple of kids. You're too nervous.
What I love
Was that
about
only
this...
one page? That felt hard.
That was one page, and what I love about this is that everybody knows what's going on.
Yes.
The kids know that the counterfeiters are working out of the old mill. The counterfeiters know that the kids are onto them and are tailing them.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person knows what is going
Yeah,
on.
but
Yeah.
yet. they
And
all
yet.
persist.
Fenton knows about the mill and the counterfeiters.
Yes.
The cops know. Like, yeah, they're all
Yeah.
just.
That's
It's a book of bad decision making. That's what
It
it is.
is.
What it really is just like, well, better take our time. It is
Yeah.
1927. What else do we have to do? The internet doesn't exist.
You can listen to the
TV
serials on
either.
the radio.
Yeah, we gotta. Oh, the new Phantom's coming out.
I was just taking a swing at, like, that's when that kind of stuff happened.
I think so.
Is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Chris?
Pre-TV.
Chris,
There you go. Chris?
our correspondent. Well, I'm going.
Ovaltine.
Well, I'm going up on the hill and take a. Well, I'm going up on the hill and take a look at that log, as you call it. It's hard to say it because the words are wrong.
They're
Yeah,
uneducated.
that ain't it.
Yeah. As it happened, there was a log lying.
It's just boy log.
the best.
So they're both right.
They're
They're
just
both-
hugging the log.
What
He's
the
just
fuck?
like-
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's right.
Markle's just fucking boy blind. All I can see is logs.
I don't see flesh, I see wood.
Boys, I see logs.
Oh my
Logs only,
God.
Markle.
See, there is
There's
a
one
log.
thing
By God, you're right. But what about those two children next to it?
if there's one thing I know, it's logs, and that is no log, sir.
Do you realize what happens if termites get into this mill?
They'll eat all the big money.
They'll never get in the stone room, at least.
We'll be cursed.
Shit. I can't recover from that. But
Oh,
he
you must.
realized that if Markle came up to investigate, he would have no chance to evade discovery. They could not get up and run away, at least not until capture seemed inevitable. Frank's heart sank. They had been discovered before they had a chance to even reach the mill. At that moment, relief came from a most unexpected quarter.
Okay.
A dark cloud that had been creeping across the sky began to obscure the moon, and gradually the vivid illumination that bathed the hillside gave way to gloom and darkness. The cloud hid the moon completely. Beautiful. Now's our chance, whispered Frank to his brother. Head toward the willow tree. He scrambled to his feet, and together the boys raced down the slope toward the willow tree back of the mill. Their feet made no sound in the deep grass. They were taking a desperate chance, they knew, for in spite of the cloud that had fallen across the moon, Markle might be able to see them. Not only is it hard to read the words,
Yes.
this is a page where particularly there's a lot
Yeah.
of ink missing.
Oh, no.
Like, full letters are missing.
Oh.
Yeah.
This page kind of feels like E.E. Cummings a little bit.
Just
What an
sentence fragments
avant-garde.
artistically, like,
Wow.
yeah.
I don't even know.
What an artistic choice.
Yeah. But Markle
Why? We're taking.
But Markle had just emerged from the mill and his eyes were not yet accustomed to the gloom. As the boys reached the shelter of the willow tree, the moon emerged from behind the cloud and slowly the hillside was again bathed in radiance.
Oh.
Panting, the boys halted beneath the tree and looked back. They could see the dark figure of Markle as he cut across the slope in a diagonal direction, and they watched as he drew near the place where they had been lying. They expected the British people hated Markle. They saw him stop, kick at something in the grass, and then they heard him mutter as he turned away. "Well, what was it?" called the other man from the doorway of the mill. "It was a log, all right," admitted Markle in a disgruntled tone, "but I could have sworn I saw it move a while ago."
I like
Better
that
get
he
your
got
eyes
dumber
tested.
the more that he spoke.
Yes, me too.
To this pleasantry, Markle made no reply, but trudged on down the slope until he again reached the mill. The boys pressed close to the willow tree. "You may think I'm being too careful," they heard Markle saying, "but we've got good reason to be careful. You know what'll happen to the whole crowd of us if we're caught. Sure, about 20 years in the pen, but we're not going to be caught, I tell you. Don't be too sure. We can't afford to take chances anyway. I'd rather keep my eyes open and get fooled by a few logs on the hillside than feel too safe and spend the rest of my life behind the bars."
That's just practical.
It is.
I guess you're right. Anyway, everything is all right tonight. I'm gonna take a trip around the mill anyhow. This is so dumb. Your nerves must be jumpy. They are, snapped Markle. My nerves are always jumpy when I think I see something moving down toward here from the woods, and I don't care whether that was a log or not. I saw something move. I got bit by a fox once.
I fucking love these. Yes. I want this buddy comedy.
Yes. Yeah, I don't want this
Chris
to end.
Chris is solidifying
I'm
his place
channeling.
in Red Dead Redemption 3 right now.
I got lumbago. Oh,
Boy.
probably a sheep or a cow that strayed from one of the farms, or even a dog. Yes, it might have been a dog, Markle.
Jesus
Holy
Christ!
shit.
We better get to work. Doc is waiting for us. I'm gonna walk around the mill once anyway. Go ahead. Go ahead then, said the other man. I'll be inside with Doc. The boys
Is
heard
it
heavy-
over?
I hope it never
Never.
ends. The boys heard heavy footsteps as Markle left the doorway, and then they saw his dark figure in the moonlight as he came around the side of the mill. They pressed close against the willow tree and lowered their heads so that their faces would not be seen. Both were wearing dark clothes and dark caps. So they
Burglar
left
clothes.
the house on their motorcycles
the
dressed
top of
like
my head.
spies.
Yeah.
Little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did not look up, for they knew that their faces would be gray against the surrounding darkness and that Markle might see them.
In an agony of suspense, they heard the footsteps come closer. Markle poked around among the rubbish at the side of the mill. It was plain that he was not yet convinced that he had been suffering from a delusion when he saw the moving forms on the hillside, and he meant to satisfy himself beyond any shadow of doubt that there was no one lurking in the vicinity of the mill.
The delusion of marrying into the royal family without any sort of criticism.
I don't get it.
Those were the
Meghan
days.
Markle.
Meghan Markle.
Oh, I get it. I get it. That's
Nearer and nearer he came.
very
His
hard.
body brushed against the overhanging branches of the willow. He was now only a few yards away from the Hardy boys. Breathlessly, they waited. They stood, rigid and motionless, not daring to look up. Markle's footsteps came to a stop. He was standing but a short distance away, listening intently. Had he seen them?
Had he?
Was Chapter.
Roman numerals. Let's go, babe.
I don't know, right? Okay.
Nailed it.
I guess I'm better at reading Roman numerals than I thought.
I doubt
Do you just
myself.
do it immediately?
I'm more confident.
I mean,
'Cause you're
like,
Italian.
to a degree. To a degree, I get totally fucking lost. Like, I don't know what the M means, but
Yeah. But the
I
X's
know
and the
what
I's
I
are
know.
good.
yeah, X's
Now
and
I'm
I's and
from
V's.
Tarot.
Shit's
Oh, I
easy.
don't
Before that, I was
Baby
used to
stuff.
I have to sound it out before I can do it.
sound it out.
I'm like X, I, 22. I get it. I didn't say it was
Because
good.
you studied French. And
Yeah.
in French, you have to be like 4 20s.
Yeah, 4
and
20s plus
3
8.
8s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that how French counting works?
Oh, French counting is fucked up once you get high enough.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like 1, 2,
It's
3,
like
4.
math while you're saying just a number.
Like 1 through 20 is normal, and then 20 is like that's normal. It's like 21, 22. It's normal until I think 70 or 80.
I feel like it's 80.
I think it's 80.
It's like 80 is
Yeah.
80. And you're like, why
And
the
that's-
fuck are we counting right
Yeah.
now? Why isn't there just a word for 80? Why is it 420s?
Because 8 is wheat.
Yeah.
H-U-I-T, wheat. But instead of like whatever that would be, it's like, no, let's just do 420.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what 90
Yay.
is.
Smoke weed every
It's
jour.
it's a bunch of stoners in France.
Oh, smoke weed every jour, indeed. I Brian's
Stole it.
Brian's joke.
Good one.
Good one, Joe.
Okay. What the fuck is happening? Through the roof. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen in this chapter. The Hardy Boys always said that the few seconds in which they stood in the shadows of the willow tree with the suspicious Markle almost within an arm's length of them, not knowing whether they had been discovered or not, were the longest seconds they had ever known. That was a hell of a run-on sentence.
The longest sentence Joe has ever known.
And they did always say that afterwards.
They always said it.
Oh, they always said it.
They always said it. It seemed hours before they finally heard Markle give a grunt of satisfaction
Ugh.
and trudge away in the opposite direction.
I was
He just
thinking-
had to piss.
It was more like
A log grunt.
gross.
Even then, it was minutes before they dared move, before they ventured to raise their heads and look about them. When at last they did so, Markle was no longer in sight. They heard him go around the other side of the mill, and finally they heard his footsteps as he trudged up into the doorway. The door banged at last. Markle was back in the mill. They breathed freely. Ah! That was a close call, whispered Joe. In relief.
In relief. I know. I was like, wait, what?
Nailed it.
Yeah, nailed it.
I am relief.
I am relief.
Not a sound, cautioned Frank. If you breathe like that again, I'll kill you.
Just how I breathe.
Ah!
And then Markle came back and killed them. The end of the Hardy Boys. They may
What
be
the
listening.
wind sounds like in Bayport.
Yeah, especially through the willows.
They waited in the shadows for a long time, but evidently Markle had given up the search, his suspicions allayed. Finally, a strange sound came from the interior of the mill, a strange whirring sound, followed by the muffled rumble of machinery. "What's that?" whispered Joe. They listened. The rumbling sound rose and fell with monotonous regularity. Finally, Frank nudged his brother and pointed to one of the boarded windows halfway up the side of the mill. A faint streak of light was apparent through a crack in the boards. "That must be where their workroom is," Frank whispered. The sound of machinery in motion continued. "We've struck them at the right time," said Joe in a low voice. "They must do their work at night."
Night work.
"Got to make sure. How can we get inside the mill?" "The willow tree. We'll have to climb it and drop down on the roof."
The Millow tree.
The Millow tree.
The willow tree.
Also, it's not like they have a camera with them. They still have to go tell their dad.
Yeah, they'll still have to go back
yeah,
to
how are
the
you gonna
cops.
prove
Like,
it?
We've proved it in our brain.
They'd
like-
probably go in and be like, "We're gonna arrest you.
Yeah.
We're children.
yeah,
We've done it before.
we're little
Take
boys.
my word for
and
it.
it's like
I
bang,
can ride a
bang, you're
motorcycle.
dead.
Yeah,
Citizens arrest.
they've already gotten a gun away from a criminal in this book.
Yeah.
Mr. Hardy, what's your secret? Well, normally my boys get involved in the case, then they get kidnapped, and then we rescue them.
We know where
Been
the bad
using them
guys
for
are based
ages
on where my
years.
children are kidnapped.
They don't call me fentanyl for nothing.
I haven't written
What
a
if-
note in so long. The last note I wrote was they motorcycle to the mill.
Well, did you write about the sword?
No. But I did
They
write a
laid-
note for you that sword was a funny clip.
I-
you might want to
sword.
pull.
I
for
did
a
see
very
that
long
you
time.
wrote sword while I was reading, and I
Yeah.
thank you for that because
You're
I am
welcome.
probably going to pull that clip.
Good.
This
We
sword
need
is funny.
we need cripplingly gullible Mrs. Hardy. What's her name? Fentanyl. and-
Laura.
Laura.
Narcana. That's what we'll call her.
Narcana. Methadonia.
What if they hear us? We won't have a chance to get away. They won't hear us, said Frank confidently. The walls are of stone.
As I always said.
Anyway, the sound of machinery will drown out any noises from outside. It's our only chance to get into the mill.
Brian keeps getting so much like old timey speak.
The walls are of stone.
The walls out of stone.
For they
It's
are.
like-
For
It's
they,
like-
yeah, for you said.
For the walls out of stone.
I want to do I want to
foretold.
do like for them like a
Yeah.
more like laid back California like surfer voice, but like they keep saying shit like that, and I just keep slipping into
Oh my
like.
god! But
the
you
old-
could though, because you could do Spicoli.
Spicoli, yeah.
He would totally say, "For the walls are of stone."
He would say that.
What's Somebody do
Brian.
it. Give me a like example.
Spicoli is your tip. Very California, like you hear that, dude? That's my head. Hi, Mr. Hand.
But the walls are of stone, bro.
Brian, have you not seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
No.
What?
Have you ever watched anything?
It's Sean Penn's greatest role.
It's
I
true.
don't care.
It is true.
You
I
guys
didn't
have to
care
come
to
down here, and I'm going to make you watch like 5 movies
Oh
in
my
a
god,
row.
Fast Times. You do need to watch Fast Times at Ridgemont
That's
High
fine, I'm
because
I
gonna
don't
make
even
you
know
guys-
what we said earlier. Like, fuck that. Well, Romeo and Michelle is good, but
Romeo and Michelle's fantastic.
you need to watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
It was a show. Oh, no.
What?
Venture Brother.
Venture
Oh,
Brothers.
Venture Brothers.
It's crazy that you haven't seen
Venture Brothers is great, but that's a whole ass show.
No,
It-
I've seen Fast Times. I just didn't know. I don't remember the names.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Spicoli.
Spicoli.
He was
Um,
Sean Penn.
Oh, that was Sean Penn's
That was Sean
character.
Yeah.
Penn.
Got
It
it.
was like, awesome, totally awesome. Judge
I don't know,
Reinhold
he was
is
pretty
that
good
guy
at
with the
one-
coffee pot. Fuck,
One
that's a
battle
good
after
movie.
another. It's pretty good in that one.
Very different vibes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, one's a
He's kinda-
fascist cop and one's a just regular old stoner.
Same.
Same deal, bro.
Same.
Lead the way, then. Frank began to ascend the willow tree. It was difficult work, for although the tree was large, it bent and swayed under his weight.
Yeah, like a willow tree does. He's on like a bungee cord, like, whoa!
This tree's so willowy.
I'm like imagining.
So willow.
I'm imagining like in the movie, like we get a shot from inside, and Markle's like pacing, and every time he passes the window, one of them goes.
It's like a cartoon.
Oh man, that's a good visual.
Okay, where are we?
I don't know.
It was impossible for both of them to attempt to climb at the same time, and Joe was forced to wait on guard at the bottom, listening as his brother made his way higher and higher amongst the springy branches.
Even the book knows it's springy.
The topmost branches drooped over the roof of the mill, and when at length Frank had reached them, he swung himself over until his feet touched the top of the building.
Okay, legitimate question. How strong are willow branches? I assume they just like would snap right off.
No, I don't
weight of
think
them.
they snap.
They
They're
bend.
like really, you can't break them. They're like
Are they actual like branches?
But I just feel like you couldn't be able to, like, as a human,
Yeah.
climb high enough to even start to get to the point where you would droop over.
It's
Yeah.
sticky thick, and then yeah.
Yeah, it
well,
gets thin
you
so
know,
fast.
Yeah.
well, there's
Like,
only
these are
one
the
way.
hardy
We have to
boys.
find. We have to go
They are
find a
hardy.
willow.
Like a
Hardy
squirrel
boys.
could get up there, but not a 15-year-old.
Yeah. They might be wiry.
Yeah, a hardy boy can.
Whitey.
I just every time I read the word willow, I want to scream Matt Mardigan at the top of my lungs.
It's called
I'm not
the
gonna
Mad
do-
Madigan
It's,
tree.
Matt
it's from the
Mardigan!
movie Willow.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie.
You saw it once.
Okay,
did I?
Bekah. Okay, Bekah.
Apparently, I watched it once. I just forgot all of it.
Well, no.
Have you even seen Willow or even heard of it?
Val Kilmer?
Forget I said that.
Val Kilmer plays Mad Mardigan. We watched Willow because we were going to watch the Willow show that was on, I think, Disney Plus, but then that show got canceled and we never watched it. So all we did
I
That
didn't
must have
even know
been
there was gonna be
an
one.
alternate timeline of my life because I don't remember any of that happening.
might have
I
been
forgot
pre-COVID.
that show existed.
Yeah, so did everyone, Chris.
Did we watch it?
No, we never watched the show.
Okay.
We only watched the movie.
I don't remember.
The show actually came out?
Yeah, there's a
There was
whole
a show?
season
I
of it.
didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah, then it
I
got
barely
canceled.
remember Labyrinth. And they're like the same, right?
Labyrinth is
No.
better.
Same. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But same vibe.
Well, there's no like puppets in Willow.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say, I think different vibe. I mean,
I feel
still,
like the covers of those, or like the posters.
same vibe if what you're talking about vibe is 80s dark fantasy movies that are
Yeah.
not actually that cool for kids to watch, but
Yeah.
kids 100% watch them and got scarred for life.
It's why we all like horror movies now.
Yeah.
For sure.
There's fucked up shit in Willow that I watched when I was a little kid.
Yeah,
and I was
man.
like, this seems not cool. And then
Or,
as
like,
an adult,
Crawl.
Crawl! With those guys, the shapeshifters that scream when they die.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah,
80s...
Joe, you know, Krull.
Yeah, Joe,
That
Krull.
movie we all have watched.
Joe, remember
We're
Krull?
gonna watch Willow here soon.
I've never even heard. You think crawl?
Joe,
Like,
Joe, do you know anything that we're saying?
Well,
I mean,
I was saying that because I don't fucking know Krull.
Yeah.
So I was just looking
yeah,
for a Patriot.
K-R-U-L-L.
crawl.
Krull.
Krull.
Krull. To be fair, Krull's not good and it's not worth watching.
I have
Never
so
heard
little
of it.
memory of it because I feel like I always fell asleep watching it.
And it was always on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it all started with the Brave Little Toaster, which scared the pants.
Oh,
yeah.
That movie's
yeah.
traumatizing.
I haven't seen that in so
Traumatizing.
long.
I don't know if I've ever seen the Brave Little Toaster.
Oh my
He's
god.
eating his
haven't
own
rewatched
cord.
What?
We watched it in school, I feel like.
Oof.
Ugh.
He
It was
eats
an
his own
ani-
cord?
Yeah.
The
I don't
vacuum does.
remember.
What?
I just remember some weird thing that like looks like a blanket, but then it has a square on it, and I don't know what
It's
it
a,
was.
it's a heating blanket,
What is
and
that?
the dial is his face.
Okay.
Christos,
Thank you, Hardy Boy.
Oh boy.
Let's trip down millennial memory lane.
Mhm.
We gonna read this book, or are we gonna read
He
this book?
released his grasp, and the branches swished back. So far, he had been able to move with the minimum of noise, and he was confident that his ascent to the roof had been unheard. He called softly to Joe, and in a few minutes of rustling among the branches, indicated that his brother was also climbing the tree.
Someone's protecting a special baby from an evil queen. That's basically
Willow?
Labyrinth. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, replace
What?
Queen with Goblin King, and
yeah,
there
that's
you
the
go.
same fucking movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
It's
Special
kind
baby,
of like
same.
evil
it's kind of if you took
goblin
like
royalty.
took Labyrinth and gave it like half Lord of the Rings. That's
Yeah.
kind of
Labyrinth is more, or yeah, Willow's more Lord of the Rings. Labyrinth, there's no songs in Willow.
no. But there's one banger in Labyrinth.
Dance
One.
Magic Dance.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
there's
guess
lots of
it's-
bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of
What are the
bangers.
other ones?
There's the
All I know is Dance
there's
Magic
those
Dance.
guys with the
Oh,
heads that.
you're
Your
Remind me of the
eyes could be so cruel.
And there's that one.
I sing that to Joe. I sing that to Joe anytime she like gives me shit for anything. I sing that to her. Just as I can be so cruel.
You remind me of the Babe.
You remind me of the babe.
What babe?
The Babe with the power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Can we just like
Can we just do this?
divert into
This
that?
is what we do now?
Yeah.
I have to go to work tomorrow.
I know, so do I. Okay, we gotta read.
Okay.
Brian, we gotta read. Come on.
Frank, well, I'm trying. Frank waited and directed his brother so that Joe was soon swinging out from the branches. He dropped lightly to the roof of the old mill. Do I have another
There's a mill
page?
in
Or...
this.
No, I think that was your second page, right? I don't know.
I have
we
no
spent a very
idea.
long time
I got
doing
lost
tangents.
trying
think
to
I've
remember what Willow
Talked
was.
enough.
Yeah. There should be some sort of trap door here. Really? Said Frank quietly. If
I
there
know
is,
Mills.
if I know Mills, there's a trap door on the roof. If there isn't, we'll have to lower ourselves over the edge to one of the upper windows. I noticed a small open window at the front, but there is probably a trap door.
I thought that was a joke.
What a fucking
What the-
unnecessary goddamn thing to say out loud when you're sneaking into a mill, bro. Just Christ.
Tell me more. Say more things.
Okay.
More shit.
Yell down from the roof to the bottom of the willow tree.
What?
So one of the Hardy Boys is definitely neurodivergent. I'm picking up on that.
Oh man, the
At
mill.
least.
The mill roof was not on an abrupt slant, so that the boys were able to make their way along among the shingles without a great deal of difficulty. The roof was in a bad state of repair, and once Frank came upon a wide hole where the shingles had fallen off and where the wood beneath had rotted away.
Can they
But-
just jump down that hole?
But there was
There's a
no
trap
trap
door
door
right there.
There was no trap door.
But it's a nature-made trapdoor. Just kick that shit in.
This hole is nature's trap door.
That's an actual trapdoor because if you step on it, you fall to your death.
That's
Yes,
true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trapdoor.
We'll tackle that hole in the roof, he decided.
Yeah, I could be a hardy
yeah.
boy.
You can be a hardy boy. The gap was only about a foot square, but when Frank turned his flashlight on it, he saw that immediately beneath them was a sort of attic, the topmost room in the mill. Or the topmost room in anything, if it's an attic. Quietly, they began enlarging the hole in the roof.
I want to know how they did that.
Hang on. They put their
Trying to
hands on
open
either
a bag
side,
of
they
chips in the movie theater.
Went, yeah.
It's a good thing I brought our speculum.
Oh,
No.
You never know.
Oh,
That.
boys, medic.
God.
Kid.
Took me 6 merit badges to earn this.
Don't you remember the curse of the NICU when we needed to save all those babies?
Help.
Oh my God. Quietly, they began enlarging the hole in the roof. Fortunately, the effect of rain and wind and weather had been such as to render the roof extremely weak. The singles, or if you will, shingles, broke off easily, and bit by bit they made the hole wider until at last it was a large black gap.
Gross. Also, it makes sense that the mill would have shingles. It is old.
It is old.
Ah.
They did not throw the debris with a fucking accent mark
And full of chickens
Where's
too.
the accent?
on the
Debris.
E. Debris.
Oh.
Debris.
They did not throw the debris on the ground, but piled it carefully up on the roof nearby. The work of enlarging the hole in the roof had taken them some time, as they worked cautiously and deliberately with a view to a minimum of noise. Is this my second page? I don't know anymore.
I think so.
Yes.
Finally, they agreed that there was sufficient space to admit the passage of a human body, and Frank
baby.
began to lower himself through the opening. The attic was very low, only about 5 feet from floor to roof, and when Frank's feet touched the boards beneath, he tested their strength. Having satisfied himself that the floor was strong enough to support his weight, he crouched down, flashing the light about him in search of some mode of egress to the lower part of the building. He cautioned Joe to wait on the roof. The condition of the building was such that the floor might not be strong enough to hold them both, in which event disaster would overtake them. At first he thought the attic was entirely separated from the rest of the mill. The floor seemed to be solid. There was not the sign of a stairway or opening of any kind. Frank was bitterly disappointed to have been successful so far and find themselves in a narrow little room under the eaves of the mill. Suddenly, he caught sight of a
Even
crack.
the way you're reading it, I can't find this interesting.
I'm doing my
Just
best.
Can't. I know.
Suddenly, he caught sight of it. Hang on. Suddenly,
Oh,
he caught
fuck.
sight of a crack between the boards.
A crack!
And he held the flashlight closer to investigate.
Wow.
He found a
That's
space
very stealthy of him.
about 2. I know, right? Shining a light down. He found a space about 2 feet square, evidently a trapdoor.
Another trapdoor.
Cut in the floor, and he tugged at the edges of this until, at length, he managed to raise one side of it. I gotta move us out of the way. One side of it.
Okay. Oh, then quietly he worked at the trapdoor until he was able to lift it out of place. He raised it and put it quietly to one side. It was very dark beneath the opening, and he flashed the light down once for a brief second. It was long enough to show him that a ladder led from the opening to the floor of the musty, unoccupied room below. So far, so good. He whispered to Joe, "All right, come ahead." In the aperture in the roof, he could see Joe's form silhouetted, and then his brother scrambled down beside him in the attic. "I found a trapdoor," Frank whispered. "Where does it lead to?" "There's another room directly below us, just like the narration told us." "The workroom must be just below that. But there's a door at the far side of that room, and I think it leads to the stairs that run to the bottom of the mill. Shall we go ahead?"
How
"May as well."
tall are mills?
I don't know.
Tall.
All right.
In general?
Well, no, it's a water
Jesus
mill, so
Christ.
it doesn't have to be tall.
No, I see what he did.
Oh, I see. I see.
General
I was
Mills.
like, what?
General Mills.
General Mills.
May as well. We haven't been seen yet, nor heard. Frank handed the flashlight to his brother, then groped his way to the trapdoor. He managed to place one foot on the top rung of the ladder beneath the opening. It held beneath his weight, although the ladder creaked warningly. Cautiously, step by step, he descended. There was the utmost need for silence. From the position of the flash of light that he had seen through the crack in the boarded window, I'm doing great. Why are you laughing at me? He judged that the workroom of the counterfeiters was about midway in the mill, immediately below the deserted room into which he was now descending.
Are you taking notes?
Aren't you following along,
Yeah.
children? The mill widened out toward the bottom, and Frank judged that the locked stone room on the ground floor and the room above were those used by the men. He reached the bottom of the ladder at last. Duh. Idiot. He reached the bottom of the ladder at last, touching the floor without a sound. He whispered back to Joe, and in a few seconds a faint noise from above told him that his brother was also descending into the dark room. The rumble of machinery was louder and came from directly beneath his feet. Also, he could hear a muffled murmur of voices. He had not been mistaken. The workroom was immediately beneath. Joe reached the bottom of the ladder in silence. Frank groped for the flashlight. There's a lot of groping happening.
Oh boy.
He switched it on. The room in which they were standing was a low-ceilinged bare chamber, on the far side of which was a doorway that led to a flight of stairs.
Jesus Christ.
Frank stepped
I think we're sorry.
Is
I
this
just
the-
wanted to see what was happening. I think we're almost
Oh,
at
thank
the end.
Christ.
Frank stepped cautiously over to the door and peered down the stairs. They led to a landing a short distance below and continued from there to the bottom of the mill. Man, I got bored in the middle of that sentence. The room beneath the one in which they were standing evidently opened onto the landing.
Oh my god.
Frank made a mental note of all these features so that he would have a good idea of the layout of the building in case it became necessary for them to make a hurried retreat.
Well, I'm glad he did.
Yeah.
He heard a whisper from behind him. He turned quickly. Joe was crouching on the floor, peering through a crack in the boards. He motioned to Frank to come over.
What an
What an ending.
What a
ending.
cliffhanger.
This book
Boards and trapdoors.
this book fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Well, that
And one of
answers-
them farted loudly, and the other one was like, "Do you think they heard that?" It's like, no, they probably just think it's a creak in the boards.
Well, that answers my question, Brian, of how does this hold up to your memory of the Hardy Boys?
I don't remember it being that bad. I don't know if I probably was reading the newer
You
versions.
probably read
though.
the
Yeah,
newer
I'm sure.
versions.
Maybe they
They're
streamlined it a little
mercifully
bit.
shorter,
Yeah.
yeah.
In fact,
They had
they probably
some
made
girlfriends
them.
Yeah.
They probably like kitty-eyed them even more, because I remember it being like a thing that all the kids got it when you could like line them up and it would like the spines would like kind of look cool together. Like,
Oh,
on
nice.
bookshelf.
Probably like a 80s,
It was kinda like
an
Goosebumps.
80s re-release where
Yeah.
they probably
Yeah.
yeah.
And they probably took this one and were like, "Fuck this book," and got rid of it or rewrote it.
Secret of the Mill may not have been amongst the selected.
That paragraph can go. That paragraph can go.
Like,
this
honestly,
chapter
though, but, like,
can
the
go.
problem-
Entire book can
The
go.
problem with this book is if you edit it, there's nothing left.
Yeah, there really isn't.
the short
I-
story.
You could.
They went to
yeah.
the mill.
There's like one
My last
one
four
paragraph about the
sentences
moon.
was They think it's the mill again. They motorcycle to the mill. They climb up a willow tree. They climb down through the attic.
Yeah, that's what happened in the last 40
That
fucking
was like
minutes.
an hour of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
reading.
Mom got bamboozled.
Mom got
That
Mom got
was so long
bamboozled.
ago. That was
I
my first sentence.
honestly forgot that even happened because that was
She
so
had
long
the
ago.
rug pulled out from under her.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ. Well,
I'm proud of that.
Her damn self.
She lost her lucky charm.
Joe and Brian, thank you for coming back on the show and reading this bullshit Hardy Boys with us.
We'll pick something good
No,
for you
fuck
next time.
you. Why would you do this to us?
Look,
We want
someone's got
R.L.
to do
Stein
it.
back.
Do you, though? Do you want R.L. Stein back? Because this shit's the blueprint for R.L. Stein.
We're going.
I don't know, man. Some of the weird sexual undertones in the R.L. Stein stuff, or maybe that. I don't
You're
even know
thinking
if
of
that was-
Christopher Pike.
Christopher Pike. Yeah.
R.L. Stein,
Excited to you. Yeah.
we discovered this a while ago with this book. We're like, oh, this feels very Goosebumpsy, where it's just like a bunch of nothing happens,
Goosebumpsy.
and then a little cliffhanger happens, and then it's like, just kidding, nothing.
Just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's
This is
fine.
the
Yeah.
blueprint.
They're like, oh, does Joe Hardy drown? No,
Nope,
he's fine.
he's
Nope,
fine.
he's
Yeah.
fine.
It feels like everything's building up to the reveal that they actually are doing the counterfeit in the mill,
Which
but it's
really
like
that can't be it because they've already talked about it
Yeah.
12,000
Yeah.
times.
you have
so
to be
yes.
like, maybe it's not. Maybe that's not what's
Probably,
gonna
yeah.
happen.
I hope it's
yeah.
Jonathan's theory that they just find like a bloody knife on an altar.
Yeah,
surrounded
I
by
really hope
room
it's like a
figures.
cult room.
The name,
Just an
I feel like
altar.
the name Markle is kind of like a demonic, biblical sort of like.
All hail Markle.
Markle.
Yeah,
Markle.
yeah.
It's what you would murmur. Markle.
Paimon, Markle.
Yeah. Markle. I just realized is your light shifting slowly?
Oh.
What's happening is that we're
Yeah,
we're mostly
definitely,
lit by a TV and the coloring on the.
Oh. Because it's going from like blue to purple
Yeah, you
to
can probably
magenta.
And now that there's not
Now
a
it'll
page,
stop.
Now
Yeah.
we're full screen, so it's gone.
Yeah.
We had to do that because I had the camera in front of the screen and it was blocking some of the words.
Okay.
And like every word in that book was so important that
It was very all the fours
Well,
and
and then
the
clearly printed with no
Yeah.
no errors.
You'd
at
only
all.
see 4 letters.
the
if you didn't do
hithertos
that.
and the therefores and the swords.
sword. The sword.
I
Sword.
see nominee.
With sword.
I mean, like, look, guys, we learned a new word.
I loved it.
I learned
Ignominy?
more than
No, I was
I
thinking
learned
sword.
Oh,
words.
sword. We
Yeah.
learned
Sword.
too. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, ignominy.
Learned
was it
sword.
ignominy or
Reviewed IG nominee.
ignominy. I don't know.
I
I
already
think we all thought
forgot.
it was ignominy, but Becca said it might be ignominy.
Ignominy. I liked how you said it, which was IG nominee.
IG nominee.
IG nominee. That's a callback to EX Crapple.
EXE Crabble.
IG nominee is definitely like a
Ignominy
DJ
is how
name.
Merriam-Webster wants to say it.
Ignominy. Well,
Ignominy.
Miriam would know.
She would know.
Great lady.
Joe, Brian, is there anything that you would like to plug for the listeners listening to this?
I sell art prints and shirts. In fact,
I recognize that.
this
Good
one.
shirt.
Gee.
It says Swank,
It says,
Irutan,
oh yeah, we're mirrored.
Nick.
Sword.
For the swords
Sword?
are
For the
ignominious.
swords. The proceeds go to I forget what, something like something
Charity.
best plug ever. It's something good. Like I can't remember the name of a single.
Where can they buy it?
But you can probably guess this vibe. But they can buy it on my website, joelee.com. JO-LEIGH. I had to close my eyes to imagine how to spell my own middle name.
Like two
But
night.
there's all kinds of 2-night.
2 hyphen.
2 dash.
Oh, dash Lee. Yeah, lots of good stuff.
Nice.
Brian has more interesting
Sure.
and fun stuff to plug than I
Yeah, sort of consolidating and rebranding my music stuff under a new name. The new name is A Novella, A-E Novella. And have a lot of stuff that's like in the pipe coming soon.
Nice.
Keep an eye out.
But it's on Spotify
On Spotify, Tidal, whatever you use to listen to stuff, Apple Music, and on novella.com if you want to
Click links.
click links and look at pictures. That's about it right now because Facebook is terrible, and I think I deleted my Facebook music page.
Oh, cool.
You think?
I forgot
I
Facebook
did
Music
do it.
existed.
Me too.
Yeah, it was just it wouldn't let me change anything, and then I got rid of it. It's stupid. I don't need it. So-
One of these days, I feel like I'm just gonna delete Facebook and get rid of everything on there anyway, because it's just
Honestly,
fucking
if I didn't
pointless.
if I didn't put music out once in a while, like, and if that wasn't one of the only ways to like tell people about it, I would have
Yeah.
gotten rid of it a long time ago. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I deactivated mine because I don't do anything. So
Yeah, the literal only reason why I haven't deleted my entire Facebook is because of all this shit. Which
Yeah.
like I don't even know if any of this matters on Facebook anyway.
I don't
like
know.
we seem
We
to
get-
only get
we
traction
get-
on like YouTube.
yeah,
And then like some
We get
TikTok
YouTube
and Instagram.
listeners, which is awesome.
Yeah, YouTube is great. But that's awesome. Chris, what do you have to plug?
If you're a fan of the hijinks we get up to on this show, then I would like to invite you on an improvisational comedic adventure that we call The Sketchy Show, hosted by a robot wherever you get your podcasts.
Fantastic. Bekah, plug.
Yeah, me and John Walker, who always closes this show out with us, have a new podcast called Respect the Stack on his FYIZ podcast feed, where we talk about books. And
Nice.
there's 2 episodes out right now.
That's awesome. I still haven't listened to the first one, and I need to.
Cool, that's rude.
I'm listening to I'm listening to Roger Clark
asshole.
narrate Ton of French.
Okay,
and
that's very fair.
it's hard to not listen to that.
Yeah.
I
I can't think of a better person they could have gotten to narrate that book.
Neither can I. But yeah, once I'm done listening to that, I need to listen.
And I guess
to you
you'll
guys.
listen to your fucking wife.
I'll listen to my wife. You know, look, once I'm finished listening to Arthur Morgan narrate a Irish
Detective story.
detective story, I'll listen to my wife talk about books. And the thing I'll plug is Casting Dreams. It's a Dreamcast podcast that I host with my friend Patrick Anderson. Season 2 is coming out soon, and by the time this comes out, we should have actually published a special episode of Casting Dreams called What We're Playing, featuring Bekah and Chris that we recorded almost 1 year ago that
I
I'm
forgot we recorded that.
extremely behind on posting, and I had to cut a decent amount out of because it was extremely outdated.
I feel like that must be mostly useless.
Well,
Because
everything...
even at the time, I feel like all I talked about was Red Dead 2, which was several years old.
Red Dead 2's... I mean, like, everything we talk
I mean,
about
it's
is...
timeless,
Most,
but it's
most of what we talk about
so
is timeless.
old.
The things that we talked about that weren't timeless is what I cut out, which was specifically, I think, Chris, you talked about buying Dune Awakening in 1 week, which was so fucking long ago. And then the Switch...
I don't even play it anymore.
And yeah, and the Switch 2 coming out. I cut some stuff out of that was very timely, but the rest of this shit... I mean, Stardew's been out for 10 years, and we only just started playing a year ago, so
Yeah.
who cares? But anyway, check out Casting Dreams if you like video games. And that's basically it. You can follow... you can keep up with Below Grade Level on TikTok and Instagram, and you can follow Cactus Rodeo, where all of these things that we talked about, except for the things that Joe and Brian talked about, are... And you. Oops.
Fine.
Oops. Follow Casting...
Who are you again?
Guys,
Who are
guys,
you?
guys, for
let you in
hitherto, in so much, therefore, as Cactus Rodeo on Facebook and YouTube. That's it. My brain's dead.
It'll be like drooping down gently from a willow tree.
Exactly what she said. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Come back to see what happens next time on the final episode of The Curse of the Old Mill. The secret of the old mill.
It's not a curse.
It's not a curse, unless you want it to be.
Below Grade Level is a Cactus Rodeo production. You can subscribe to and follow Below Grade Level on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you find podcasts. Contact us at podcast@cactusrodeo.com and discover more of what Cactus Rodeo has to offer on Facebook and YouTube.